Hey there, I'm Addy, and I'm planning to do quite a few camping trips across Australia. To help me with this goal, I've created a camping setup in the back of my Subaru. I work full time during the week, but on the weekends, I want to take you along to explore these new places. Today will be a camping tour around Camping Setup version 2, which I'll be working on and upgrading as I begin travelling and learning what needs to change and what can stay the same. So, why version 2? Shouldn't this be version 1? Well, there's an easy answer to that. That version wasn't well thought out and left me with a lot of back pain after trying it out for an overnight trip. Learning from that, I've now got version 2. So, let's take a look around at the setup. Version 2, which I don't have a name for yet, but I'm happy to take your suggestions for what to call it, is a build setup and fits into my 2016 Subaru Impreza. So the setup itself is comprised of 3 parts, which are the bed support, the storage, and the main unit. So in terms of actually putting it together, the first step is actually removing the back seats. So that's removing the actual seat bottoms as well as the backrests. So going through it, it's a bit of a tricky uninstall, but once you've done it once, it's pretty repetitive, so it's not that hard once you get into the rhythm of it. So all it needs is removing 2 screws to get the single seat out, and then removing an additional single screw to get the double seat out, which is a bit of a mouthful, but watching it makes a bit more sense. So going through the 3 pieces, the bed support itself is actually just supposed to be there for my legs, and underneath it is actually a section for a pull-out table. So the pull-out table isn't ready yet. That'll be something I'm working on and I'll have by the next time, for the next trip. But that is supposed to go down there so that I can use it as a cooking area when I actually reach a campsite. The next area is actually the storage area. So with the storage area itself, you can actually fit a 10-litre water bottle here. It's also got a night light as well as area in the back here for the camping stove, as well as space to put in food and any spices, oils, anything like that, anything you'll need for cooking. So this is also supposed to extend up to the main unit, but I want to get started camping first and then add these sections based on what I require. Finally, we get to the main unit, which is space for me to sleep, as well as a fold-out headrest when I unroll the mattress at night. I'll show you now why this is needed. So as I'm driving, the headrest would be in the way, but when I actually reach the campsite, I can actually fold out that section, and then that extends out so that I've got enough space to sleep when I get there. With the bed, I bought a foam camping mattress from Amazon, which was cheap and could actually be rolled up. I've been using airbeds for many years at camping, but I don't trust them to not leak through the night, and I've never been a fan of how it feels like I'm sleeping on a bouncy cloud. So I went with a foam mattress instead. So just trialing it was so relaxing actually that I look forward to sleeping in it when I start camping. One other issue which came up when I was camping the last time was privacy. So I hadn't thought about privacy in the last trip. So once it got dark and I wanted to read a book, I realized people could easily see what I was doing inside the car. So I fixed this issue this time by making some blockout cutouts for each of the car windows, as well as a sun reflector for the front window. And coming up to summer, and I know it's supposed to be one hell of a summer this year, I know I'll need the windows down if I want to get any sleep. So I bought these bug nets for the back doors of the car. They're supposed to be great at keeping out mozzies, and they'll also afford some privacy when I'm sleeping. I'll include a link to the shades in the description below if you're also looking for these when you go camping. So I know it's currently quite a bit of a heavy setup, so it takes a bit of time to actually put together and have it ready to go camping. So in all, it does take a few minutes to put up, but when I'm actually on the road, all I'll need to do is get to the campsite and move up the driver and passenger seats, unrolling the bed and also unfolding the bed, and then taking out the utensils to start cooking. So it's not as much of a hassle as it is when I show you through the video. Hopefully I'll have some more videos of the trips I take in the car coming up shortly. I'll be taking my first trip with this setup in a couple of weeks' time, and I've got some awesome places I wanted to show you. Food that I'm looking forward to cooking, and also pairing that with an ice drop, which I've wanted to try, all while watching the sun go down together. I hope you've enjoyed today's car camping tour, and I look forward to having you along for the upcoming trips. If you enjoyed what you saw, or are looking forward to the next video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll try to get back onto a regular schedule with these videos. I know it's been a while since the last one,